He liked Tyler and Dale. That's the reason why we got donuts on the last day. He wouldn't stop mentioning donuts. Okay, guys, we can get donuts. They didn't even get a dinner in their house. Yeah, they didn't get their cats the day of. They didn't want to do that. I know what. Can you like walk over here, please? Come closer.
Leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, and please remain standing as Rebecca Rottenborn sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may now be seated. Welcome everyone, I'm Debbie Padilla, the very proud principal of Sobrato High School. And before I start speaking to our seniors, I'd first like to introduce you to some of our distinguished guests here tonight. We have Superintendent Steve Batondo, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Ms. Fawn Myers, Assistant Superintendent of Ed Services, Ms. Norma Martinez-Palmer, Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, Kirsten Perez, and our Board of Education, President Don Moody, Vice President Shelley Thomas, Trustee Rick Badillo, Trustee Bob Benevento, Trustee Amy Porter Jensen, Trustee Claudia Rossi, and Trustee Ron Wolf. So thank you all for being here tonight. Seniors, as you sit anxiously awaiting your turn to walk across this stage and receive the diploma that you have earned, take a moment to reflect upon the challenges that you have overcome to reach this milestone in your lives. Tomorrow, you will wake up to a new reality, an opportunity to forge a pathway tailored to each of your unique talents, personalities, and magical thinking. The entry to each path has already been molded by the choices you have made. Some of you have established a clear academic path by excelling in coursework over the past 4 years. Many will be starting your new lives at universities such as Stanford, the University of California, Santa Clara University, USC, BYU, Northeastern, California State University, Boston University, and many other prestigious colleges and universities. Some of you have chosen to serve our country by joining one of the branches of our military, while others have chosen to carve specialized paths to suit individual talents. This class is unique in the vast array of award-winning talents possessed, one we just heard a little bit earlier from Rebecca. We have artists, musicians, actors, and athletes who have been awarded at the district, state, and national level. I hope that our philanthropists who have helped our community by raising money for relief efforts, leading food drives, and sharing their time continue on a route which will help raise money at record levels to support those less fortunate. You have also shown your heart, perseverance, and kindness amidst tragedy and loss. Adnan and Sierra may not be here with us today, but they remain in our hearts forever. Regardless of where your new pathway may lead, be sure to remember those who have helped you along the way. Your family and friends have and will continue to be constant companions as you make crucial decisions that can change your course. You are intelligent, imaginative, and very, very persistent. Use those strengths to continue to support one another and your community no matter where your path leads. I do look forward to Monday when I will be free from the phrase, "Just trust us, Miss Padilla. It's going to be great." In those moments, you proved you were and always will be infinite. So now I challenge you to take our Sobrato way beyond the high school walls and into the world of college, work, and real life. I hope that all of you will continue to honor the Bulldog spirit throughout the rest of your lives. In continuing to show respect, loyalty, honesty, courtesy, courage, and caring to all that cross your path, you will not only show pride in yourselves, you will show pride in your alma mater and your community. Class of 2014, congratulations on your past accomplishments and good luck in your future endeavors. Do not settle for an easy path in life. Stay true to your dreams, and you will ultimately find your personal treasure. As you embark on new challenges, remember these words from the great Winston Churchill. Success is never final. Failure is never fatal. It is the courage that counts. Good luck, and I will miss you all. And now I would like to introduce to you your superintendent, Mr. Steve Batondo.
Thank you, Principal Padilla. Thank you also so much to all the staff, including the other great administrators at the school, like Ms. Padilla, clerical staff, facility staff, food service staff, custodial staff, certainly your incredible teachers. Thank you for all you've done for these graduates. Thank you, parents, for allowing us to be your partners in developing our young adults and helping launch them on to do tremendous things, and I know they will. Graduates, when you were born into this world, sometime around 1996, 97, maybe 98, 5. Let's not go lower than that. When you were born, there were fewer than 6 billion people on this earth. Today, there are over 7 billion people alive in the world. That means in your very short life, so far, humanity has increased itself by adding over 1 billion people to our planet's population. The challenge is that this humanity will continue to grow. In many ways, the world will continue to shrink as well. It'll shrink in natural resources. It'll shrink in the number of animal species, shrink in open space, hopefully not the open space like we have in Morgan Hill. But on the upside, our world is shrinking also in distance through new travel technology. It's shrinking in the cost and time it takes to communicate as we advance technology and invention. We can now be just about anywhere in the world and relay a thought, a comment, or even a picture in a split second to someone in any other part of the world. You can Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and you can now even Vine. I just learned what Vine was. Are these innovations bringing people together in a shrinking world? Perhaps. Perhaps our ability to drop comments through the wireless megabytes connects us when we otherwise might not communicate. Human relations, however, has been transformed into a kind of a cyber relations. You are the generation that will determine how all these communication methods will shape our society. We use our human intelligence to conquer natural conditions, natural barriers, and create easier lives for ourselves. As society becomes larger, as people compete for resources in space, you will see a rapid change. Just before you were born, the first DVD was invented. Isn't it strange to think that your children will never use one because they'll be obsolete? Back to the population. The planet's population growth trajectory shows that by the time you turn 30 years old, our population will grow by yet another 1 billion people. Yes, you heard it. In 2025, there will be another 1 billion people living on this planet than the number today. Your generation is here to make changes, especially in science and technology. Certainly there will be new medical procedures and ways to cure diseases that will enable you to live longer. Will the world be better or worse with more people? Most of you have been in bigger cities than Morgan Hill and have certainly noticed that in those closed cities people tend to keep to themselves. They ignore each other. It's not like Morgan Hill in big cities. People are generally less friendly in bigger cities. Could that be because the population is more dense, or because there's less of a natural environment like we have here around us as you look around? You are at the time of your life where you're choosing your future, and you will soon create a future for your children and later generations. You may end up staying here in this area, you may relocate, or you may leave, and as many people do, probably many of those people out there, they come back to this area. Whatever your path, I challenge you to practice the ideals of working together rather than apart, of bettering yourself by giving to others. I challenge you to nurture the human element and our natural resources. You can bring the world together, and it's not just a Snapchat communication. Treat others and your environment with dignity and respect. And as far as those shrinking resources, you will work together and build back those resources that my generation and those before me have greedily depleted. I propose to you that it is not the competition and conflict with others that bring the bright future, but it has to be the personal and societal commitment with a common interest so that the world will be a better place for you and all that follow you. You are being handed the keys to our economy, to our planet, and to our society. You have the opportunity to design a better future. Each one of you is now 1 in 7 billion, soon to be 1 in 8 billion. You and your generation can make the biggest difference, and from who I see in this graduating class of 2014, there is no better group of adults that we can have take the wheel of our future. Congratulations.
Each year, the senior class selects a keynote speaker whose wisdom or teachings have inspired them. This year, the class of 2014 has asked Ms. Jamie Simpson to provide a final lesson. They have chosen Ms. Simpson for her humor and for being just that honest, natural person that they are comfortable talking to, and they're talking to and just enjoying in the class, and definitely and absolutely her swag. Come on, you got it. So I am very pleased to be able to introduce to you Miss Jamie Simpson.
Wow, what a great inspirational evening this is. Is it still too high? I'm sorry, I'm not.
Somebody give her a chair!
Is that better? This is a beautiful event. What a special moment. I've never been asked to give a speech before, but it's truly an honor. Maybe some of you can empathize with this, maybe some of the parents out there. Let me see here. Binge eating, weight gain, endless pots of coffee, and sleepless nights. What does this have to do with the graduation? Nothing, actually. It has to do with my experience writing this speech. They told me this speech should be funny, inspirational, and thoughtful. I hope I can at least hit one of the three. And in that moment, we were infinite. That profound line from the perks of being a wallflower is the theme of this graduation. This line clearly resonated with this graduating class. And I'm glad that it resonated with them and that they understood it, because I actually have no idea what it means. But I'm sure you'll pretend like I do. In fact, I have several interpretations. I even read the book again to get a better understanding of it. Not Spark Notes. Now, I'm an English teacher, so you know that I'm obligated to obsessively analyze it, and because English is so subjective, there could be a few different meanings. In that moment, we were infinite, could mean that it's important to appreciate the times in life when things are perfect or just feel right. The moments when time seems to stop and you don't notice anything around you, and it becomes a wonderful mosaic of happiness. One of those moments is happening to you right now. You're graduating high school. In the future, you have many of these special moments, such as having kids, experiencing college, getting married, falling in love, and landing your first job. Just hopefully not in that exact order. That might be awkward. You've had many of these perfect moments already in life, just on a smaller scale, of course. Remember the perfection of a 3-day weekend aligned with no A-push homework? What about the sheer bliss of having a substitute teacher on the one day that you didn't do your homework? How about the euphoria you felt when that person that you wanted to go to prom with asked you first? What about the joy of receiving an A on an assignment you clearly procrastinated on? Sue here didn't procrastinate in high school. As you move forward in life, take the time to recognize and savor these moments. I also thought that in this moment we were infinite could mean that you will leave a legacy in this world. As you leave your legacy, my advice to you is to be a good person and love others. Share your positivity despite others' negativity. Do what you truly care about and what you have a passion for. You've all left your mark on Sobrato. And I'm not talking about the gum you left under those desks. You've also left your mark on me personally. I'm a shy introvert, as you know, but you all brought out my silly side. You even got me to do the speech today. I'll never forget when I was stabbed multiple times in class. Don't worry, parents. We were acting out Julius Caesar, and it was a foam sword, which I brought to show. How about the time you just inspired me, to dress up as a shufflebot during Halloween? What about our Antigone mock trial when you brought out the Judge Judy and me? I know I'll never forget the look on your faces when I pretended to shred your essays for Fahrenheit 451. We had so much fun together and we laughed, and I am just so grateful that I was able to share in these experiences with you. In my final analysis of that quotation, I thought that it could mean that the possibilities for you are open and endless. I have no doubt that the young adults in this graduating class will take advantage of all the opportunities available to them, and I have a few ideas about the possibilities. I think you'll know who I'm talking about. Some of you will become creative inventors. A few of you will find cures for diseases. Someone will definitely have multiple careers, and there will be that person who travels to 20 different countries. This graduating class will have its actors and its rock stars. There will probably also be a talk show host, and I can think of at least one interpretive dancer. Sitting amongst you is a future movie director, an NBA coach, and maybe even a few politicians. The point is, you can all be what you want to be. Again, you've already achieved this on a small scale. You redefined yourselves as you went through this school. You stepped out of your comfort zone when you signed up for a new club at Club Day. You also chose to raise your grade from 3rd to 4th quarter, especially during your senior year. Yeah. You tried out for a sport or the school play. You took a chance taking your first AP class, or even made new friends as an upperclassman. Whatever the opportunity was, you took it upon yourselves to embrace it. However you interpret the line, and in that moment we were infinite, leave here today inspired. This moment reminds me of a quotation that I actually do understand and can interpret, and it comes from the late Maya Angelou, and it goes like this. I've learned that people will forget what you said, and people will forget what you do, but they will never forget the way that you make them feel. You are a class of bright, witty, charismatic, and kind young students. And while I may not remember every little thing that we did, or every story, or every inside joke, I can promise you that I will remember the way that you made me feel. And that is proud. Proud to have been your teacher, and proud to have known you. Thank you so much for letting me be part of this opportunity. It is now my great honor and pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Ryan Miller, ASB President.
So in case you didn't notice, my family isn't here. I can't find it. There it is. Thank you, sir. If you had asked chunky, awkward freshman Ryan Miller what the point of high school was, he would have told you that it was about grades. If you'd asked him if he wanted to have fun, he would have told you that these 4 years were for hard work and that the fun was for later. If you'd have asked him what love was, he would have laughed at you. But what chunky, awkward freshman year Ryan Miller didn't know was that these hallways were teeming with a lot more than just numbers and ties and 5-paragraph essays. He didn't know that when he got to the end of high school, he would place infinitely more value in the relationships that he forged than in the A's that he earned. He didn't know that fun was a reality that could be experienced by anyone, anywhere, so long as you had good company and good music. He didn't know that love was in fact the unconventionally beautiful Belgian girl who stood on her tippy toes to open her locker with a love pink backpack that wasn't actually pink, and with humor and kindness and brilliance to last him a lifetime. You see, what freshman me didn't know was that at the end of high school, no matter where we're going, which universities accepted us, or which term papers, quizams, or calc finals that kept us up all night, that we are infinitely more valuable than a number. For years, we have been graded on trivialities. So just for this moment, class of 2014, I want you to grade yourself on the people that you've become. For just this moment, I want you to grade yourself on the relationships that you've built and the love that you've shared. For just this moment, I want you to grade yourself on how far you've come from awkward freshman year you. Because each step you've taken at this school was growth, while each tear, every laugh, every breakup, breakdown, smile, and selfie was the experience. And looking at you all right now, I could not have envisioned a more beautiful and compassionate, blood-tied band of misfits to call my graduating class of 2014. I wish you all a lifetime of unconditional happiness and all the love in the world. High school was our first infinity, and because some infinities are bigger than others, it's time that we move on. But I cannot tell you how thankful I am for our little infinity. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Class of 2014, you gave me forever within numbered days, and I am grateful. Thank you. And now it gives me great pleasure to welcome our valedictorian, Michelle Liu.
Good evening, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, and the graduating class of 2014. I want to first thank everyone who came to celebrate this moment with us today. I know many of you have taken time off and traveled long and far for this, and for that, we thank you. It doesn't feel like very long ago that we're sitting at our 8th grade commencements. 4 years ago, our journey here began. We stepped foot onto this campus as small, dewy-eyed freshmen looking to make our mark. We strove to find our own identity. That year was marked with many firsts. We went to football games, joined clubs, discovered our passions, and participated during homecoming. 4 years ago, we couldn't wait to get older. 3 years ago, we returned as sophomores, no longer at the bottom of the food chain. We thought we ruled the school, though we quickly learned that that was farthest from the truth. We were introduced to the world of AP classes and still searched for who we wanted to be. 3 years ago, we couldn't wait to get older. 2 years ago, SAT no longer was just a 3-letter word. We slaved away, pulling all-nighters to accommodate to our increased workload. We got our licenses and started driving to school. We danced the night away at junior prom. 2 years ago, we still couldn't wait to get older. 1 year ago, we contracted senioritis even before classes began. This past year has been filled with laughs. We took our last tests. We went to our last football game, and we participated in our last homecoming rally. College was on the horizon, so we sent in our applications. We experienced the joys of acceptances and the sorrows of rejections, and we found out where we'll be next year. 1 year ago, we took our time together for granted. Now, looking back, we realize how fast time flies, and that maybe we could have waited to get older. Bittersweet as it is, this is just one chapter in our lives coming to a close. As we embark on our own separate journeys, there will be new firsts and lasts awaiting each of us. There will be obstacles to be overcome and opportunities to be taken. But remember, love what you do and do what you love. Congratulations, class of 2014. We did it! welcome Miranda Wirtz, our salutatorian. Okay. We've all heard it again and again. Our futures have so much potential. So much so that I guess you could say that the limit does not exist for us. But the future is sort of an unfulfilled infinity, one that's hard to imagine. So today, I propose that we think about the infinities we've already filled. With each memory that we've created here, we forged a series of moments that will be with us forever. Every memory has become a part of who we are and who we will become. And because of that, each memory adds infinite value to our lives. We'll always have those little moments, like when we were worrying about our ID pictures being awkward, reenacting Romeo and Juliet in Miss Bailey's class and Julius Caesar and Miss Simpson's, feeling our face peeling off at iFly, eating post-dance pancakes at Denny's, reminiscing about the 1 year the Social Friendship Club existed, listening to Mr. Barnes' Don't Cheat speech, and shaving Mr. Cadenas's head. We freaked out over our first rigorous class sophomore year, realized how easy we had it once we started junior year, and then, against all odds, we actually survived to our senior year, filled with memories like our vastly improved homecoming decorations, our perfect beach day, and our fantastical prom. So, while we may be anxious to continue creating new memories and fulfilling the limitless potential of the future, we must hold on to the moments that we've made here together. No matter what the future holds, remember, we will, forever and infinitely, be Sobrato's graduating class of 2014. Thank you. And now it is my honor to introduce the 2014 Senior Speech Contest winner, Taylor Chan.
Class of 2014, we made it. Once we walk across this stage and get our diplomas, we are officially done. We will be fully functioning adults of a functioning society. Parents, I would be terrified if I were you. We'll be going our separate ways, paving our own paths, taking the world by storm, or maybe just sitting back to enjoy the ride. But before we get ahead of ourselves and start thinking about the future and everything that's yet to come, I want you to do me a favor. Pause, take a breather, and take a good look around. Take a look at your friends, your family. Take a look at this sea of caps and gowns and remember everything that we've done to make it here. Together. We've argued through Socratic seminars, memorized our unit circles, slept through the study sessions, and crammed in a whole year's worth of material the night before finals. We've had our meltdowns in Ted's office, hid from Miss Soto, and snuck our lunches into the library when the librarian wasn't looking. We cheered at El Toro Bowl, danced through Mardi Gras, ran our miles in PE, and finally won homecoming. We supported each other during the bad times, and we celebrated during the good. We've laughed, we've cried, we've done it all. Together. All to get to where we are right now. To get to this moment. So enjoy this. Relish this. Because soon, we'll be off on our own, leaving for school, starting our jobs, building our own lives, and everything here will be nothing but a memory. In the words of Charlie from Perks of Being a Wallflower, these will all be stories someday, and our pictures will become old photographs, and we'll all become someone's mom or dad. But right now, these moments aren't stories. This is happening. This moment is now. The future will always be there for us to chase, but it's the present that we'll never get back. So do me a favor, take a breather, just pause, take a good look around, and just take in this moment. Because in this moment, I swear, we are infinite. And now, Principal Debbie Padilla will begin conferring the diplomas. I love you, Bulldogs. Stay woofing.
Superintendent Batondo and trustees of the Morgan Hill Unified Board of Education, it is my pleasure and honor to certify that these graduates, upon receiving their diplomas, have successfully met the graduation requirements of the Morgan Hill Unified School District. For parents and guests, students have chosen to sit with their closest friends out of alphabetical order. You will notice in the program that many students have symbols next to their names, indicating special recognition that our seniors received at awards night. A gold cord worn tonight signifies that a student is in the top 10% of the class. A silver cord has been earned through community service. A blue and gold cord identifies our avid graduates. A black and white cord indicates the Golden State Seal recipients. And a red and white cord signifies band and/or the seal of biliteracy. During this portion of the program, if you would like to take a photo of your student, you may do so from the aisle. A professional photographer and videographer are also taking photos of each student, and you will have the option of ordering these. Please keep the aisles clear and remain seated as much as possible so others around you can see the stage. Assistant Principal Kevin Miller and Counselor Ted Thomas will read students' names, and board members will be conferring the diplomas.
Are you all ready? Well, let's go. Maria de Los Angeles Vargas Echavarria. Kyle Alexander. Rebecca Rottenborn. Ryan Miller. Michelle Liu. Miranda Wirtz. Taylor Chan. Daniel Trong. Elizabeth Delgadillo. Erin Chen. Itzel Flores. Anthony Jackson. Michael Leigh. Jobin Manin. Nitin Nedianchath.
Martin Joel Hernandez del Cadillo. Michael Angel Palacios. Rodrigo Guadalupe Miranda. Fernando Quiros. Elijah Verada. Connor Fields. Andre Popescu. John Wilson. Max Musgrove. Alex Minigawa. Jocelyn Aguayo. Stephanie Rojas Torres. Sandra Ariano. Kimberly Valles. Christian Hughes. Nino Fortuna. Austin Heiser. Nathan White. Jessica Yanez. Thomas Aaron Bloss. Monica Lilia Lopez. Amanda Rachel Parker. Miriam Quasto. Sydney Adria Lucero Swanson. Alexis Amber Sondergaard. Courtney Shenefield. Brandon Brandon Lee Morales. Miriam Moreno.
Angelique Gomez. Catherine Caldani. Madeline Meza. Yesenia Magana Luna. Stephanie Chavez. Ruby Vale. Julia Lepic. Jasmine Ramirez. Angela Griffel. Jacob Fernandez. Derek Ando. Bobby Covarrubias. Brianna Swan. Brooke Swan. Caitlin Yee. Alex Ferreira. Chris Johnson. Christy Dewar. Christian Maldia. Nelson Valel. Joseph Halla. Carl Mann. Jonathan Young. Josiah Learden. Colby Jane Hill. Cassandra Hendricks. Travis Spicer. Christian Profio.
Stephen Rowland. Kayla Guillermo. Jacqueline Pereira. Delisa Gonzalez. Kristen Hill. Shauna Lai.
Nicole Ujula, Vivian Nguyen, Naja Nunley, Samantha Kasky, Arlise Herrera, Daisy Gomez, Christian Cardenas, Cynthia Duenas, Kyle Needens, Samuel Patrick Kenny, Brian Torres, Ian Wentworth, James Henry Fuchs, Micah Shakelberg, Caleb Coulter, Kirill Gorolov, Joey Sutter, Connor Bleed, Brody Kirkpatrick, Francisco Allen Alvarez, Calvin Nuttall, Luke Warner Northcott, Nick Funk, Alejandra Bellavance, Eliza Jean Racine, Julia Skapik, Jessica Huerta, Rudro Day, Roxanne Borsa, Caitlin Flashay, Joseph Dixon, Melissa Jerrigan, Randy Evans, Emily Allert, Lindsay Ellenberg, Teresa McLaughlin, Katie Brenny, Shane Bowers, Robert Moynihan, Emilio Pantoja, Randall Vasquez, Andy Fernandez Martinez, Jessica Mestas, Sierra Schlegel, Leilani Ferris Smith, Alejandro Torres, Monica Topete, Haley Harmon, Marina Venosta, Alexandria Diaz, Samantha Bean, Logan Garrett, Timothy Fredrickson, Kevin Dwayne Nguyen, Rasmit Runit Jepson, Matthew Will, Alexis Nicole Alvarez, Marlene Guerrero, Nimra Hamid Aslam, Selena Altamirano, Tyler Keene, Stephanie Holderfield, Nabiha Nasir Aslam, Varunjit Singh, Corey Jessica Reed, Samantha Nydam, Zane Patino, Ariana Tapier, Maya Reed, Lady Gross, Joshua Dayrid, Damian Fernandez, Christopher Yamamoto, Cody Hume, Christian Masporo, Kevin Yu Cheng, Billy Galarza, Matthew Barker, Justin Virches, Mateo Benitez, Eric Orta, Jacqueline Garabay, Brandon Molino, Alexander Ochoa,
Cool tie. Like to go tie.
Adarsh Chera, V. Tran, Emily Ann Headkeel, Lindsay Jeanette Berry, Morgan Brum, Chris Bezanson, Nicole Judd, Trenton Reynolds, Michael Crane, Matthew Naranjo, Nidia Flores, Randy Elizabeth Hyman, Anthony James King, Michael Morrow, Avian Rojas Gomez, Christian Jimenez, Jesus Torres Cortes, Blair Quinn, Jessica Miracle Rodriguez, Alicia Marie Zapata, Daniel Orta, Yara Mejia, Jamie Marie Love, Joyanna Noel Longoria, Kira Marie Suter, Lori Shimmersheim, Andrew Wilcox, Gilbert Castellion,
Show me it.